What is up, fellow travelers? Aaron the Old Man Gamer here, and we are back with some more low sodium game time featuring Dark Souls 3. So in the previous episode, we fought Osiris, the Consumed King, and we made our way from the basically the entrance of Lothric Castle through the Consumed King Gardens, and now we are here in the Untended Graves. So this all looks pretty familiar to you. And by the way, since we last played, I did a little clerical stuff over at Firelink Shrine. Got us a new outfit here. Kind of looks a little ugly looking, but it'll come together once we get some more endurance. So I upgraded the Lothric Knight Greatsword to plus 10. It has a dark infusion, so it does dark damage now. And we are currently wearing the Fallen Knight trousers. We have the Abyss Watcher top, and we have, I believe this is Creighton's set, the gloves. And we have the Ragged Mask because we can't wear a helmet still. And we did a little upgrading, got ourselves some more stuff, but we're pretty much rocking the same levels as before. So all this area looks familiar to you. It should, because it's basically the same as the beginning of the game. So there's a Grave Warden up there. Let's see if we can't get this sucker to come over here. Okay, we got some Grave Warden gear. So that way over there, there is a Crystal Beast that's there. Actually, there's more than one Crystal Beast over there. There's two. And if you thought the first one was a load of fun in games, now that there's two of them, it's even more fun and excitement. So we're not about that kind of life because, frankly, that's way too much stress to deal with. And at this point, we've kind of upgraded everything that we really want to upgrade. So right up here, there's going to be an invasion. But first, we have to take care of this guy, because he'll come up and get us. So this lady is a sorceress. She could parry us if we had a smaller weapon, but we have an ultra weapon, so I don't think she could be able to parry us, especially for two-handing it. And she's dead. Now, one of the things about her is that if you get up here quick enough, you can do a backstab on her. But this guy over here will come up and try to shank you from behind. So the best thing to deal with her is if you have a weapon that is an ultra weapon type, especially one that has a powerful thrust attack like this one does, you can basically knock her off the edge. So, ultra weapons are best against her because she can parry you. She's also very good at it. So, I wouldn't try to go in there with a lightweight weapon. Okay. As I said, this area should be familiar to you. Most of these hollows are fairly easy to kill. They're mostly arrayed in the same way that they were before. A spear guy down there, I forgot about him. He'll be here in a second. Come here, buddy. Oh, you survived that. I'm amazed. Oh, and you're going to Estus yourself too, huh? Punk. And there's this guy. Okay, well, that didn't turn out as well as we had expected to, but you know what? That's okay. Yeah, taking damage in Dark Souls is not something that's going to be foreign. Okay, so a bunch of hollows down there. Crossbow guy. Let's see. What have we got over here? There's a bunch of guys over here. There's that guy over there. There's another one over here. So hitting that guy with a plunge is hard, but this guy is very doable. Go back here, get this blessing. That's the one that restores all of your Estus up to the top. So, what we're going to do, get our shield up because we're dealing with the crossbow guy over there. Drop down over here. Take out this guy. This guy. We're going to take some damage here because crossbow boy is pretty quick. Get a twofer? Yes, we did. Cool. So, let's see. I think we've gotten everybody. So, through there is Champion Gundyr. Champion Gundyr is a real handful, but we've handled him before. The difference with the Champion Gundyr is he's actually a lot tougher than Abyssal Gundyr. So Udex Gundyr, the version of him that is infused with the Abyss, is sort of I guess the weaker version of Gundyr. No, somebody must have gravitied himself. Don't know who did that, but you know what? I'll take it. Free souls is free souls. So we're going to bring in the Swordmaster. So we're going to be trying to chuck pyromancies at our old buddy Gundyr here. Okay, buddy, you ready to go? Cool, let's go. So as before, Gundyr's in the same spot. So stamina management is a key thing in this fight. He won't give you very many opportunities to heal. He also has that plant attack. He hits like a truck, as you saw. Yep. Looks like the Swordmaster's bit it. Okay, so Gundyr is going to be a tough cookie to crack here. Okay, and Gundyr is down. So you know what? Gundyr, champion or not, you're not welcome in our yard. So get the hell off of it. Okay, that's done. We can switch back here. Unfortunately, the Swordmaster wasn't able to provide us as much cover as we'd hoped. But you know what? That's okay. We still were able to put Gundyr down. Get ourselves a Black Knight glaive right here. So, with Gundyr down, we're going to sit here, light this bonfire, and take ourselves a little nap. Because, in honor of Siegvard, it's the best thing to do after a boss fight like that. So, this is the Gundyr bonfire. So, we can come back here anytime we want. But we're probably not going to be here too much. The only thing you'd really want to do is if you want to farm Black Knight gear. So there's a bunch of Black Knights through here. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, so this looks familiar as well. This is Firelink Shrine. This is Firelink Shrine in the past. It's in the dark. So there are a bunch of Black Knights. So there's a Black Knight right there. We're going to wake him up. So this is a Great Axe version of the Black Knight. As always, backstabs are great. So the Black Knight Great Axe is a pretty cool weapon. It's not easy to farm because there's only a couple Black Knights that have them. But if you really want to get this one, boost your luck up a bit, put on a covetous gold serpent ring, go back to that bonfire, reset the world state, and lather, rinse, repeat. He'll eventually drop it. Might take a while because it's a rare drop, but just about everything is a rare drop, so Black Knight gear is pretty good. Okay, we got 2 Black Knights down. There's a couple more out here that we're going to take care of. So, as I said, Black Knight gear is pretty good. It's very tough, kind of heavy, not as heavy as Silver Knight gear, but still worth it. So there's another Black Knight up there. We're going to wake him up. Have him come down this way where it's fun. Yep, he got us. That stamina break is pretty brutal. But you know what? Backstabbing is just as brutal. So, now that we've gotten rid of him, that's 3 Black Knights down. There should be one more here. We're going to cheese him because we can. And we should, because Senor Queso needs to have his airtime. So why fight Black Knights when you don't have to, right? They're pretty brutal when you get up close to them. They can be backstabbed fairly easily, but in tight quarters, they could be lethal. So we're not about that, get wrecked life. Because getting wrecked is fun when you're wrecking other people. Not so much fun when you're the one getting wrecked. So, down there is another Black Knight. And behind him is the Hornet Ring. So, technically speaking, that stone over there is considered the grave of Artorias. Now, if you play Dark Souls 1, you'll remember the grave of Artorias is very, very big. So this guy's going to come over here. I'm going to get over here so we can hit him. And make sure you step back when you're casting fireballs at people. Because that forward motion right there, that forward motion could take you over that ledge and right into the lap of that Black Knight, who will then proceed to eat your lunch. And you don't want that because, frankly, we like eating our own lunch because we made a lot of effort in putting it together for ourselves. And he dropped us a nice Black Knight helm, too, which is nice. Here we go, this Hornet Ring's here. So here, as you can see, is that the Wolf Knight Greatsword. So, like I said, this area here is considered the grave of Artorias. And if you remember Dark Souls 1, you would also find the Hornet Ring there. Because The Hornet Ring belonged to a female knight of Gwyn. I forget what her name is. I think her name was Seer. I forget the exact pronunciation of it. But she was a female knight who was supposed to have been in love with Artorias. So after you kill Artorias in the Artorias of the Abyss DLC portion of it, she will appear and ask you for the soul of Artorias so she could do a commemoration for it. And you could either give it to her or not. But, yeah, she was the one who left the Hornet Ring. So she was considered the Hornet Knight. Whereas, like, the others were considered, like, you know, Hawkeye Gulf was the Hawk Knight. Artorias was the Wolf Knight. So, anyway, we're going back in here. This is Firelink Shrine as always. So, the Firekeeper's not here. The thrones are vacant. There's no bell tolling to wake the undead. You can go up here. So if you go up here, go to the outside, you can do the roof jump thing and get onto the roof, go up into the rafters, and if you have not picked up the coveted silver serpent ring, you can go over through the false wall over into that area and you can get it here. But we're not doing that because we already have it, and there's no reason for us to be up there. I don't know if the crows are up there. They might be. I haven't tried it in this particular version of Firelink. But first, we're going to stop down here, and we're going to pick up this right here. This is the coiled sword fragment, and it basically acts as a permanent homeward bone. So it'll never go away, and you'll always have it. Right down here. Hollow's Ashes. This is where Yoel of Londor would have passed off from this mortal coil in. He's already dead in our world because after a certain point he dies, and since we're not doing the whole Dark Sigil thing, there was no real reason for him to be used. So he had some basic sorceries, but you could also get those from Orbeck, but we weren't going the sorcery route. We were going for pyromancies. So, go over here. There's a false wall here. And we get the Firekeeper's Eyes. So, we need the Firekeeper's Eyes for the ending of Fire ending. And that's the one I usually do. Basically, after you kill the Soul of Cinder, you summon the Firekeeper, and she will basically allow the first flame to die out. This is the Blacksmith Hammer right here. This is where Andre would be. He's not here right now. I don't know where Andre is supposed to be at this point, because this is supposed to be in the past. So we're going to stop over here and talk to the Shrine Maiden, who's the only person that's here at the time.
Well, fancy that. A lost lamb wandereth in, with nary a peep from the bell. Well, thou shouldst my purpose know. What can this old handmaid provide thee?
You could buy stuff from her. So we're going to see what she has for sale, and there's some pretty nice swanky stuff right here. So we get the Wolf Knight Helm, which is a sweet piece of equipment. Wolf Knight Armor. Wolf Knight Gauntlets. And the Wolf Knight Trousers. And some embers. Because we need embers. So I realized that we could have gained a level off of all those souls, but you know what? That's okay.
Best not tarry long.
Yeah, she's telling us not to wait around long. I don't know if there is any kind of consequence if you stick around a long time. But let's see. Can we wear the Wolf Knight armor? Where's our Wolf Knight armor? Let's see what we can get going on here. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is the Wolf Knight Gauntlets. And where's the Wolf Knight Leggings? Is this it? I think so. Here we go. It's actually lighter than what we were having on. Just see if we could wear the Wolf Knight helm too. Nope, just a little too heavy. I can wear this. This might make us look nice and edgy. There we go. Have a little hoodie action going on here. Kind of doesn't really go with our outfit, but we don't look as bad as if we did with the... well, let's see. Gotta have our fashion looking good right here. So let's see. Do you have any other helmets that we can wear? No, that's too heavy. Too heavy. Too heavy. Everything is just a bit too heavy. We're definitely going to have to get some... let's take that off. If we can put this back on. Technically, that's a helm, and that adds some damage reduction. But, yeah, we could do our Artorias cosplay right here. So when I played Dark Souls 1, I did an Artorias cosplay through the second phase of it, where I went into New Game Plus, because, face it, you know, what's a good cosplay if you can't wear it? And the only way you can get the Artorias armor is to defeat Artorias himself. So it ended up with me going in through New Game Plus, playing through the entire game dressed as Artorias because, you know, we could. So what we're going to do is use this coiled sword fragment to go back to our normal Firelink Shrine. So here we are, present-day Firelink Shrine. There's our friend the Firekeeper. Here's all our favorite stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to the Shrine Maiden. We're going to turn in those ashes.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Gonna hand over these things right here.
Passing fine ash thou hast given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
So let's see what else is new. Let's see. We got a bunch of stuff. There's Gundyr's armor right there. So you can cosplay as Gundyr. It's very heavy armor. It looks pretty sweet, but you have to put a lot of points in endurance to be able to walk around in it. So here we have Lorien's armor. So you have the Dancer gear. We have Morn's armor. Here's the armor of Cirrus. So we have the Farum Knight, or Farnham Knight armor. Here's, you know, we can get ourselves an Abyss Watcher hat and some gloves. I'm gonna get these because they work better with my outfit.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Okay, so now we're done with that. Let's see, what else do we have here? So we're gonna go head on over to the Irithyll dungeon, I think. So our options now are the DLC territory, which would be Ashes of Ariandel, or we could go hit Archdragon Peak really quick. So I'm going to do Archdragon Peak really quick. We're not going to do the Nameless King boss fight because, frankly, that's a bottomless pit of salt. And I'm not about that life because my blood pressure is too damn high. But what we are going to do, we're going to do the Path of the Dragon. So we can get the Dragon Stones. So we've already gotten one. And we have the emoji necessary to get to the Archdragon Peak area. There's you. Let's see, this guy's not going to do anything to us. Then there's this guy. Yep, Alright, there's another guy over there. Come here, buddy. Oh, here we go. Alright. That kind of sucked, but you know what? Once you start fat rolling in this situation, it's always bad. So let's see. Where do we go from here? I don't think... See, this is the side we don't want to be on. So we want to be on the other side. But I'm not sure. There was some ashes that I didn't pick up, I don't think. So I may stop by... let me run down here really quick. Because there's a bunch of these jailers down there. Okay. This is caged amalgams, I forgot. The jailers are on the other side. We're gonna have to hit that too, so grab these ashes right here. And there is a sorcerer set or something down here. So there's this hollow down here who's gonna... See, he's got one of those creepy things inside his chest that's composed of maggots. And he will jump out at us and give us a nice big hug that we don't want. No, you're not chucking your lunch at me. No, I refuse. I'm not into that. You keep your kinks to yourself. This is the court sorcerer outfit, I think. Let's see. Anything else down here that I need to know about? No, I don't think so. I think that was it. There's probably just more of these vomiting undead dudes down here. There's nothing like getting attacked by the vomit zombies from hell. You know, unless you like that sort of thing. You know, your kinks are your kinks, you know. Not going to sit here and judge you for it, but frankly, it's not my cup of tea, and, you know, kind of grosses me out, especially this soon after lunch. Okay, we're over here. Gonna pull up this elevator. So one of the cool things about these areas is that after you've done them, you kind of know where to go. You can kind of speed run everything. So you know what stuff you actually have to fight and what stuff you don't. All the doors you need to have open are opened already. So we can get that one of these days. Because I have a cat ring, I can actually just roll off here and it won't cause me any serious damage. But this is the spot we need to be at. See right here, everybody's kind of chilled out looking at that location over there. That's Archdragon Peak. So no, we've got to use this menu right here. Get point. But we don't want to do that. Actually, sorry. I forget how to do this because it's what happens when you're using the Japanese version of everything. Let's change that. We need, let's see, Dark Mood Loyalty. Here we go. We need this one. Do the dragon pose. Om Mare Padme Om, Om Mare Padme Om, Om Mare Padme Om. Here we go. Our mindfulness meditation classes have paid off. We are now in tune with the dragon spirit, who's going to come over here and kidnap us and take us over to Archdragon Peak. Or we can hang out with the snaky boys. Okay, so we are getting around 30 minutes. So we're here at Archdragon Peak. This is the very beginning of Archdragon Peak. There's no bonfire here yet. There's one up a little ways. So we're going to start off here in the next episode, and we will be going through this area. We're going to do the Giant Wyvern. I'm not sure how much time that's going to take. The Giant Wyvern is a gimmick boss. It's a lot of hassle because you're fighting all these little half-dragon thingies. So that's going to take a substantial amount of time. So that's where we'll pick up next time. But until then, I will bid you all safe travels, and we will pick up again next time with Archdragon Peak. So catch you all later.